hi there, everyone. Welcome to another Cardwell's Cauldrons here at Geektopia Island. I'm Cardwell.
And I'm Kevin.
And today, another deck tech for Legion's Realms at War. It's been the talk of the town and everyone's testing it out, so I thought I might as well do it as well. But we're going to be blowing up people's face, and hopefully as quickly as possible. And how are we going to do that? With the dwarves. But before we get into it, go ahead and remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to support us, and we love you very much for it, and the link will be down below. And there you'll be able to get the deck techs a week early, part of our Discord, and any of the other special bonuses throughout the tier list there. Today it's called the Wrath of Durin's Bane. And with the greed of the dwarves, we're going to make sure they die first. We might be a little scorched as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a little dangerous.
It's going to be, exactly. And with that, Quartzheart is the Warlord here. The Arcane Runemaster. I want to say Remaster, but whatever. The life is 70. Special ability is Casting the Runes, cooldown 4, Bloodborne 2. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, rearrange the cards in any order you choose, and return one of them, and then return them to the top of your deck, draw one card. Super powerful. I think it works. It's going to help you get your little combo out for sure. Magic attack, Arcane Runes Pulse. Target one warrior on the field, return the target warrior to its owner's hand. Here, it might be the fact that you want to bounce your own dude mostly, but we'll get to that. Physical attack stuff for the oracles, you just bonk someone on the head for 4 damage. It's kind of one of the weaker ones, but...
Yeah, but sometimes you got to.
Yep, exactly.
The Veil is Veil of Gelid. It is the normal Veils. It takes 3 turns. And then it goes into the Frost Realm. When this card is revealed, immediately activate the following effect. You can target up to 2 cards on the field. Return the targeted cards to the respective owner's hand.
Just good.
Pretty good, because it either works for you if you need to do more triggers, or you can bounce their stuff.
Yep. And with our synergy, we're actually going to use the Fingar, the Frozen Peak. Cooldown of 6, target up to 2 cards from the field, return the target cards to respective hands, and then manifest up to 2 Frost Wolves Dwarf Warrior tokens on the field, which is crazy because they're Dwarf Warriors. And with Frostbite, something that they only have, when this warrior battles another warrior, the opposing warrior loses half their attack power rounded down to the side of the field. It doesn't say in a turn, it just, until that warrior's dead.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty cute.
Pretty good. So the first, and then the Guardian we have is Raylene, the Gatekeeper of Fingar's Peak. She is AP 50. At the start of the game, after mulligans, target player chooses 1 card in their hand and places it at the bottom of their deck. And then consume 10. If your Dwarf Warlord consumes or destroys at least 1 warrior by battle this turn, you can target up to 2 Dwarf cards in your discard pile. Place the cards on top of your deck in any order.
Definitely going to be needing
so
that.
At the start of the mulligan, or after mulligan, you're going to target your opponent and make them lose a card, essentially.
Pretty good. So that means if you mulligan, you can still make them have an even hand.
Yeah,
which I think is
pretty nice.
Pretty powerful. Our first warrior is something we need because dwarves have no recover at all. So, and they take a lot of damage. Dante, the Mysterious Physician, attack 1 but recover 6. Comes into play, gain 6. Probably need to bounce this guy back to your hand soon enough.
Gilar, the Blastforge Inspector. He is attack 1 warrior with plunder. So you cut the deck and your opponent cuts and you get a card from the middle.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Because you're going to need to fill your hand as much as possible here. Mm-hmm. Dalgo, Blastforge, Tunneldigger also has plunder. That's it.
Storala, the Blastforge Apprentice. She is an attack 1 with retrieve, so when it enters the play, your controlling player targets 1 unified or fortified in their discard and adds it to their hand.
Which is going to be the most precious creature you're going to need in this deck, because you're going to be needing cards, all the unifieds out of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Quantanmine. Blastforge Elder Druid, sorry. Attack 1, Wisdom, and so you're basically, look at the top 2 cards, you put 1 in your hand, and the other one at the bottom of the deck.
Franz, the Blastforge Geyser Blaster. It is attack 1 warrior with Gust, so it bounces a dude to their owner's hand. So pretty nice, because you can bounce your own dude and get more triggers off your own stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And one of the good old wombo combos of dwarves here is Stoga-Frost Blastforge Flamekeeper, attack 1, Wisdom. So do the same thing. Look at the top 2 card, gets 1. Perish though. Search your deck for and/or discard pile for the Kindle-haust Battle Blastforge Firesparker. Conscript or revive the search warrior to the side of the field, which is next.
Kindle-haust. He is an attack 1 with Shockwave, so he comes in and kills a 2 or less. Original 2 or less, and then Gust, he can bounce a dude, and then Perish, you activate both the Shockwave and Gust abilities. So
good.
dude is insanely strong because he does so much for one attack.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he only has 1 attack, but he literally kills the dude, kills 2 dudes technically, and bounces 2 dudes.
Yeah. So you can clear a whole board if need be by him himself. All right, let's get into the Unifieds here. Seasons of the Magic Reflections. You've seen it before through here, and it's what I like to do. Consume 20. We don't have that many in the deck because of that consume cost. But choose one. The one you want is deal 10 damage to all Warlords. That's all you want to use it for. But if you need to, reduce the DMC of all Warlords by 10. All players discard 2 cards from their hand. Increase all cooldowns from the field by 2 turns. And then that's it. You only activate once per turn.
Yeah, card is pretty fun though. It's pretty wild to play, but if you get it late and you don't have enough consume, it's a useless card.
Yeah.
You play it and just know that you can't use it, and you just like hope they kill it.
Yeah.
Keltorr's Explosive Kit. It is a unified Bloodborne 6. Search your deck for 1 Blastforge card, add it to your hand. If this card is in your discard, you can pay Bloodborne 8 and eradicate this card. Target 1 Blastforge card in your discard as well as 1 card in the field. Add the targeted Blastforge card to your hand and destroy the other targeted card.
Yep.
So, literally, you're paying some life, you go get a dude, and then you can literally do it again once it's in the graveyard.
Yep. Simple as that. Blastback from the Blastforge. It's a unified act. Once returned, if Blastforge Dwarf Warrior is conscripted by your side of the field, target 1 card in the field, return the target card to its owner's hand. Ridiculously powerful. I play a dude, bounce your thing. Thanks. If this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can target 1 card in the field, return the target card to its owner's hand. It just protects itself. As you can say, Blastback from it. It just protects everyone around you.
Yeah. Runecast Reverberation is unified. You can play this only if your Warlord is Quartzheart, which it is. As a cost to play this card, reveal 1 unified card from your hand and shuffle it back into the deck. Target up to 5 Dwarf unified in your discard and or eradication zone. Put the targeted cards on top of your deck in any order you choose. Then if you do, draw 1 card. So you're losing 1 in your hand to get 5.
Yep.
But you draw them in order, and it's pretty nice. Like, it's worth every bit to do that, because you don't actually lose the card, because it does let you draw 1, and you get to know what you're getting.
Yep, and especially when we get to the bigger cards for sure. Blastforge Extreme. It's a unified consume 5. As additional cost to play this card, target up to 1 Blastforge card on your side of the field. Return the target card to your hand, which might benefit you. Search your deck for 1 Blastforge Warrior, unified, and fortified card. Reveal all 3 cards of your opponent. The opponent chooses 2 of them. Add the targeted cards to your hand. The remaining goes to the discard pile. So you draw 2 of what you need and then put them in your hand. And as you can tell from that other card, you can just, whatever's in the discard pile, put it on top anyway. So it's a cute little, easy, I don't know, amazing thing.
Born of the Blastforge Fire is a unified. Bloodborne 10 has additional cost to play this card. Discard 2 Blastforge cards from your hand. Deal 15 damage to target player's Warlord. You cannot attack with any of your Dwarf Warriors on your turn. On the turn, you activate this card. So it literally just is like take 15. Yep. So you're just like, hey, Zot. So if you play this, then you want to do this after you've attacked.
Yep. And so therefore, this is what you're getting back over and over as much as possible. You want to kill your opponent, as fast as possible, and with the other help of that and this as well. Late Night Tavern Gambling, one of my favorite cards ever that's printed in this game. Fortified. Draw 1 card for each Bloodborne cost of all opposing players. All opposing players paid until the end of turn. Then deal 1 damage to target player's Warlord for each card in your hand at the end of the turn. You only activate once per turn, but hopefully with Dwarves, you just have a mountain of cards in your hand. Just to be like, alright, take a whole blast.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. Radoka's Prayer Gauntlet is a fortified. Bloodborne 2, activate this card only if your Dwarf Warlord is being attacked directly. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and reveal any number of Dwarf Warriors from among them. Conscript the Dwarf Warriors to your side of the field. Then add the rest of the cards to your hand. So you don't really lose any value off that.
Not at all.
You get to free make a blocker.
Yeah. Or have you seen most of our dudes just gust or kill a dude?
Yeah.
So negate that attack for sure. Alright, Shattered on the Frozen Anvil, fortified. Bloodborne 10. As an additional cost to play this card, send the top 2 cards of your deck in the discard pile. And the targeted player, return all warriors on the targeted player's side of the field to their hand. Draw 1 card for each warrior that was returned to the targeted player's hand by this turn. Now, if you're able to do this with the gambling card, you can target all your dudes, you bounce them to your hand, and then you draw that many cards, and then at the end of turn, they take a massive amount of damage. And that's what I want to do with this. And then you just play all your dudes again and get all the benefits.
Yeah, because it is targeted players, so you do it on your so you do it on their turn when they attack or like whatever.
Yeah.
You're like cool, end of turn, bounce all these dudes, and then gambling.
Yeah.
Kind of nutty.
Oh yeah.
Trap in the Black Powder Room. It is a fortified act. Once per turn, you can pay Bloodborne 4 and target one warrior on the field that is attempting to activate a keyword ability. Negate the activation of the warrior's keyword ability. Return the warrior to its owner's hand. And only activate one of these or control one of these at a time. And this card is insanely strong because you're like, oh, you're doing something? No.
Yeah. No.
Go away. I don't want to deal with you.
You can only play one warrior a turn. Cool. Well, it's now back to your hand. Thanks.
Yeah. Know that you're gonna be paying a lot of life to do that and keep it there, but you literally can lock somebody out of playing once per turn.
The game. Yeah, pretty much. With that is the deck. It is very dangerous, as you can tell. Almost everything's like Bloodborne 8 or 10 or whatever. But hopefully you're going to kill your opponent before that happens. So life is a resource.
Yeah, and we're all about it. We like using our life as a resource because, you know, if you're dying first, I'm winning. That's how that works.
That's how they're a 0, you're not 0. Perfect. But with that, the deck list will be down below. We are also still streaming on Tuesday nights on twitch.tv/Geektopia_island. We had to do that, unfortunately. But you'll see this deck in action. And with that, hopefully you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island, and you have a good day. Goodbye.
Later. Make sure you hit that like button, guys, and subscribe to our channel. It would greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you hit that bell to stay up to date on any of the notifications for our channel. And lastly, make sure you give us all the comments down below, and we'll make sure we get them.
And just to remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to subscribe. But for those Mythic and above Patrons, we like to give you a super thanks. And that would be Ryan and Magic Dragon Games. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
We love you.